Hello my wolf pack and welcome to the LDL Lonely Draft League Week 3 Team Builder. Now this week we are battling Zach and the Vermillion City Zeraoras. And I'm very tired and just worn out. It's very hot here at the minute. Hence why my hair looks like I've just got out of the shower and my face may look like it's about to strip off. So yeah, this week we're battling Zach. I know nothing about Zach. I've never battled him before and this team is really scary. I mean, you look at it, Garchomp, terrifying. Clefable, terrifying. Slowbro, bulky as all L. Cinderace, you know, problematic, although no library, which makes it a little bit better to deal with. Aegislash, which you know, again, problematic. Galvantula can be a pain in the backside, honestly. Especially sticky webs, so I need to be careful of sticky webs. Whimsicott is also kind of scary in some respects. It can deal with Zygarde relatively okay. Aerodactyl is problematic. It can just hit my team really hard. And Drapion. Drapion's not too scary, but you know, in the right scenario it probably could injure me. And Hitmonchan is always quite scary, but I have got a few mons that can deal. So, my team, starting off, we've got a Alolan Ninetales. Now, Alolan Ninetales, I've actually gone for more special attack investment this week, and it is going to hopefully work quite nicely for me in attacking the opposing team, because obviously Blizzard on a Garchomp is going to be really, really scary. Scarfchomp is very terrifying though, because I think he probably could take me out in one hit. Clefable, you know, Clefable is a problem, but at the same time we can set up Aurora Veils. I just have to be very careful with it. Slowbro, I've got Freeze Dry and that will do a lot of damage. Obviously Slowbro is more defensive than specially defensive. Cinderace is a problem I don't stay in against. Aegislash is a problem I don't stay in against. Galvantula, you know, can be a problem, but at the same time Blizzard, it's quite frail, so Blizzard should do a lot of damage. Whimsicott, Blizzard will completely destroy it. Aerodactyl, you know, a Stone Edge is very, very scary. So I do have to be very careful with that, but a Blizzard will really hit that hard. Drapion, Moonblast or Blizzard will hit hard. And Hitmonchan and Moonblast hits really hard. So actually, Alolan Ninetales really works against this team. It was the first one I decided was going on the team because it just immediately looking Alolan Ninetales is a really nice fit here. EV-wise, as I said, I've gone for special attack investment, I've gone for HP investment. I decided to outspeed the... I can't remember which one I decided to outspeed. Maybe the Galvantula, I think that was the one I focused on when I did my EVs. So I am outspeeding some different Pokemon on this team. Actually, no, it's Garchomp. It was normal Garchomp without Scarf. I am aiming to outspeed. Obviously, Aurora Veil setup here will be doing a lot for me because he's got quite a few frail mons. So, like Garchomp isn't the most bulky. Clefable is very bulky. Cinderace is frail. Galvantula's quite frail. Whimsicott's quite frail. Aerodactyl, a little bit on the frail side. Hitmonchan, depending on where you take it, is on the frail, but there's obviously some bulk here as well. But hopefully that Aurora Veil will help me kind of deal with his breakers on a little bit of a better basis. Moving on to Magnus Zone. Now Magnus Zone, I've got Analytic here and I've got Air Balloon. This stops something like Garchomp just from clicking Earthquake on it. Analytic, because realistically we are going to go last, and if we don't go last, it's going to be against like the Slowbro, which obviously we can Thunderbolt quite nicely. I could have gone for Magnet Pull here, but honestly there wasn't really much point because Aegislash doesn't really necessarily switch out against Magnus Zone. But you know, obviously Thunderbolt hits Slowbro for super effective damage, Cinderace neutral, Aegislash for neutral. Galvantula will hit with Flash Cannon, same with Whimsicott, Aerodactyl's Thunderbolt. Drapion is going to be a Thunderbolt. Hitmonchan would probably be a Thunderbolt as well. Garchomp, I don't stay in against unless it's like coming in on a Flash Cannon, and then Clefable I go for the Flash Cannon. So Magnus Zone actually does work really nicely here. I've gone for a bulky special attacker, so max bulk, max special attack, also max HP, max special attack. Hitmonchan can be a big problem, so realistically I probably will switch out against it. It won't be on like switch-ins, but obviously I do have to be very careful with Garchomp and things like Volt Switch. Once the Garchomp's gone, the Magnus Zone is quite free to come in, so that'll probably be on a later game idea that I will go with that. Moving on to our third mon, we are going for Darmanitan. Now Darmanitan is looking pretty darn good here. Obviously Flare Blitz just destroys through the majority of the team. Garchomp is concerning though. I will say it straight up. If it has like Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, that does take a lot of my health. Clefable, you know, 2 Flare Blitzes I think take it out, probably 2 Earthquakes, because I do want to conserve my health a little bit. Slowbro, realistically I U-turn out, or I switch out. Cinderace, I should hopefully outspeed, assuming it's not Scarf, and I mean, I very rarely ever see Scarf Cinderace, and an Earthquake should just take that out. Aegislash, Flare Blitz will do a lot of damage to it, if not take it out. Same with Galvantula, but I'd probably go for Rock Slide in that scenario. Whimsicott, Flare Blitz, Aerodactyl, probably go for a Rock Slide or a U-turn. Drapion, go for the Earthquake, and Hitmonchan, go for the Flare Blitz, and realistically the majority of these mons drop to the Darmanitan, so it's a mon that I do have to keep an eye on, and I do have, obviously, max attack on this thing to just try and OHKO almost everything. Realistically, I can U-turn out on a lot of different mons. It might be my lead, but I'm not sure I want to reveal that it's Scarfed straight off, because a banned Darmanitan would just destroy this team, so that could be predicted. Eevees to outspeed the Cinderace, I believe. Whatever the fastest one on the team, I think it's Cinderace or it's Aerodactyl. In fact, I think it's Aerodactyl, but it's Eevee to outspeed that. That base 130 there. So hopefully, you know, we can tear this team apart with Darmanitan. We just have to be very careful on the moves that I click. Obviously, if Aerodactyl doesn't come, then I've got quite a free Earthquake to click. The only things that are kind of problematic there are the Whimsicott, but again, that is quite, can't think of the word is, quite frail, so potentially 2 Earthquakes might take it out, so we'll see kind of what happens in respect there. Moving on to our 4th mon, we've got Zygarde with Dragon Dance. Now this is definitely going to be a late game mon to use. Dragon Dance allows me to get +1 on my attack and my speed. Obviously that will make things like the Clefable a little bit easier to deal with. I've got Iron Tail, which hits Clefable. Slowbro gets hit by the Crunch. Cinderace, 1,000 arrows. Aegislash, 1,000 arrows. Galvantula, probably 1,000 arrows. Whimsicott, Iron Tail. Aerodactyl, 1,000 arrows. Drapion, 1,000 arrows. Hitmonchan, again, 1,000 arrows. So realistically, hitting really hard with 1,000 arrows for the majority of this team. I did consider just running Choice Scarf and 1,000 arrows here, but then I thought, no, actually, I do need to think about it a little bit more. I thought Dragon Dance does work quite nicely. Designed to outspeed the Aerodactyl at +1. Hopefully I can get a Dragon Dance off, maybe even 2, because obviously we have quite a lot of bulk. I did go for the 108 in defense just in case of like Dragon Claw Guard Chomp or something, or Scarf Chomp or something. Could be problematic for me, and I imagine I potentially live one of those with that higher defense stat, but I guess we'll see. Obviously if it's like, I think Guard Chomp gets Swords Dance. I don't think it gets Dragon Dance. I think it gets Swords Dance and Scale Shot. I don't think it gets Dragon Dance. I need to double check that. It might get Dragon Dance, and I don't think it did before. But I will double check that. But yeah, that is Zygarde. Zygarde is hopefully going to do some work this week. Obviously, 1,000 Arrows really is a destructive move with regards to almost every team that we've battled. Next up is something that maybe not was as predictable, but I went for the Galarian Slowking. Now this actually does do quite a few different things. I've got Assault Vest on it, so it can live the attacks from things like Clefable. Obviously Garchomp I do have to be very careful against, but we've got Clefable. Sludge Wave will destroy it. In fact, 2 Sludge Waves I think destroys it, and even if it's like trying to set up on me, like it won't do too much to Galarian Slowking unless it's got something like Shadow Ball on it. We've got Slowbro, which, you know, I think we're in the better of that situation there. Going for things like Sludge Wave can definitely put a dampener on it. Cinderace, you know, it can do a lot of damage to me probably, but at the same time, I can hit it very hard as well. Aegislash is a definite problem, but I've got Flamethrower on here, so hopefully that will do a lot of damage to it. Same with the Galvantula. Same with the Whimsicott. Aerodactyl, I've got the Ice Beam here for. Obviously, Earthquake from Aerodactyl is very scary. Drapion can hit me really hard with Dark type attacks. And obviously, like my Sludge Wave and my Psychic aren't doing anything, so I do have to be very careful there. And Hitmonchan just basically can't do much to me. I don't think it gets hold of any ground type attacks. I don't think it gets things like Earthquake. So, you know, Hitmonchan, hopefully, it's not going to be too much of a concern. I do need to double check it quickly. I don't think it gets Earthquake. But yeah, Slowking, I'm hoping it's going to be able to put in some work here. It has got a base 110 special attack stat, which is fantastic. I've gone for some defense investment as well to allow it to live a few hits on the physical side, because Zach does have quite a mixed team. But yeah, hopefully we're going to see quite a nice use of Galarian Slowking here. And moving on to our final mon, we have got Kangaskhan. Now, I couldn't really decide what final mon I wanted to bring, but I decided Kangaskhan in the end, because honestly, this can just break a lot of the mons not quite nicely here. Hitmonchan is the only real concern I have. But we've got Body Slam, which hits the Garchomp quite nicely. Oh, sorry, the Ice Beam hits the Ice Punch hits Garchomp. Clefable is taking damage from the Body Slam. I have got Life Orb and Scrappy on here, so you know, if the Aegislash wants to switch in on the Body Slam, you know, it can, but it will take a little bit of damage. We've got Thunder Punch for Slowbro, Cinderace got Earthquake, same with Aegislash. We have got probably Body Slam for Galvantula, as I said, it's quite frail. Ice Punch hits the Whimsicott, Ice Punch hits the Aerodactyl. Drapion is hit by the Earthquake, and Hitmonchan, realistically, I switch out, or if it switches in on a Body Slam, it's going to take a lot of damage. So, you know, Kangaskhan can definitely put in a lot of work here. I've gone just for bulk over speed on this one. I just felt like having a bulkier mon was going to be a little bit better in this scenario, and I'm hoping that Kangaskhan is going to be able to put in some work. Life Orb, I'm still not 100% sure on, but I think I'm going to stick with it because I've got the match in like an hour, and yeah, we will see what happens. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have... Oh, sorry, what mons do I think are coming? I need to say that. Garchomp, Clefable, 110%. Cinderace, most likely. Aegislash, probably most likely. That's 4 mons already. Hitmonchan, probably likely. And either Slowbro or Aerodactyl, I would predict. Maybe Galvantula. That 6th slot, I think, could be any of them. But I think those 5, Garchomp, Clefable, Cinderace, Aegislash, and Hitmonchan are guarantees. If I don't see any of them, I'll be quite happy. But yeah, or if I don't see one or 2 of them, I'll be quite happy. But yeah, that's going to be all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.